Well, hello, welcome to the Greenwinch Vaping channel. Day 2 of our judging, Vapouround Global Vapor Awards judging. This is going to be a quicker video. I've just had something to eat. I'm cleaning some stuff up. This is going to be a bit of a quicker video because not much different between today and yesterday. Gary Vapes was there today. Now, Gary Vapes didn't make yesterday, I think, like I said in a previous video, just for personal reasons. So he joined us today. Now, Gary Vapes, I think in the last video I followed him. Excuse me, I've just had KFC, Popeye and McDonald's. If you want to see how that went, check out my other channel. Right now, Gary Vapes was there. I don't know if you know Gary Vapes from YouTube. He does YouTube reviews, a lot of e-liquid reviews. He's an e-liquid testing specialist. And he does builds and deck builds. Such a nice person. Such a nice person. Subscribe to him if you like e-liquid reviews. If you want coil builds, if you just want someone who's genuine and just someone genuine, another genuine reviewer, because I would class myself as a genuine reviewer, and if you like this sort of content, you might like Gary's as well. So nice meeting you today, Gary. We got one more day to go tomorrow. Now, today we finished off some e-liquid. We reviewed, I think it was 2 or 3 categories. So there was a menthol. There was like free-based nicotine, salt-based nicotine. I think that was it. That might have just been the categories today, but quite a lot of e-liquids tested. And then we moved on and we tested some mods. So we've picked the mod of the year. Yeah, I don't know. I was talking to Gary because there's 4 of us there. 2 people are in the industry, Nick and Michael. They're in the industry, more behind the scenes stuff, and me and Gary are like at the front doing reviews, doing honest reviews on products. And maybe the mod category, I think Gary would agree. I was disappointed with the entries that was in the mod category. Now, it's down to the companies that make these wonderful mod devices. You have to enter them into the competition. So it's not like Vapouround. Was it Vapouround Global Awards? It's not like they're choosing the vape mods. These mods have to be entered. And there's a small entry fee. The fee to enter your products for a big company, it's tiny. It's almost just like it covers administration fees. The fees to enter your products, now don't quote me on this because I don't know 100% accurate I am with this, but I believe it's only about £100 odd, about £100, and you can enter 3 devices. So it's hardly, for a big company, for some of your big brands, that's nothing. Paying £100 to have 3 products tested, that really does, in my opinion, that just covers admin fee. And these are global awards, remember, these are one of the biggest vape awards probably in the world. So it's almost an administration fee. So I don't think the entry fee is anything, to be honest. I think that's almost, to these companies, that's nothing. That's nothing at all. Just the mods that was entered, it ain't what I would have picked. And I think Gary was a bit disappointed as well. Now, there was a couple of nice ones. There was a couple of nice ones in there. I'm not going to mention on this video or any other videos, no devices, no scorings, nothing like that. But I would say that the judging is done extremely fair. I'm not going to mention no products or what any of the products that were there, but I was a bit disappointed when all the mods had come out and all the mods went. I was like, it's a bit. And also, I think next year, if I'm invited back next year to these awards, and I spoke to Gary about this as well, I think you need longer to test the mods. Now, no one was rushing us to get the mods tested. It weren't like it's like you got 10 seconds with each mod. You had pretty much as long as you want. But I think I would almost want to go away with each device for, I don't know, half hour or something, and properly look at in them. Now, don't get me wrong, we weren't rushed. The whip weren't being cracked and we was being told to hurry up. There was none of that. I could have probably, if I said, look, I could probably still be sitting there now looking at them. I don't know, it just felt like it needed to be a bit longer with the judging on the mods. like on the e-liquids, you test it a few times, you kind of know where you are with an e-liquid. With a mod, you need some time, you need to look at it. These should all come with batteries if they need batteries. It should just be, well, it should be unopened. I reckon the box should be unopened, which pretty much they were today. The box should be unopened, but I just think you just need a little bit longer. But I know how this stuff works. When there's so many products, you do have to. You have to make an opinion. But yeah, overall, absolutely fantastic. A few things could be tweaked if I come back next year to do these Vapourounds, and we've got one day to go tomorrow. I think tomorrow we've got tanks and some other stuff like that to review. Really enjoyable. It couldn't really be done any fairer. I think it's pretty fair how the stuff's tested. I just think sometimes you need a bit longer, but this ain't Vapouround, I'm sure it's called Vapouround or Vapouround. It's not their fault because they weren't pushing us. They weren't cracking the whip. They weren't saying, look, you got to hurry up. We need to, time is money. They weren't doing none of that. The people there were absolutely so nice. The nicest bunch of people I've ever seen. It's just sometimes I think with a mod, so I'm giving this mod and I've got to judge it. I almost want to be locked in a little cubicle, and I can really just focus in and properly look at it. That's probably what I would like. This was more like an open table, and we're judging. We're still giving our opinion. I just think a little bit more work could have been done, and I don't think I would want to do maybe mods at the end of the day after you've been testing a load of e-liquids. You feel a bit groggy, don't you? It's like coming back to work after lunch. No one wants to come back to work after lunch today. But I'm sure it'd be a fair winner because we're all four of us together. We're quite strict, and we ain't chucking out tens and all this nilly willy. You've got to be a decent product to get a high score. And that's pretty much how today's gone. Extremely enjoyable. Yeah, Michael and Nick of inside the vaping industry, behind the scenes, like with e-liquids and bringing innovation to the market. And Michael's won a load of awards. It's brilliant listening to his stories. He's worked with some even people like Ronnie Woods and who's the other person? Frank Bruno. He's even worked with these people. Michael's been around for years, and then Nick's done a lot of e-liquid innovation and bringing it forward. And then you got me and Gary, who just do YouTube reviews. I think it's a good bunch of people. It's a right bunch of people, and I'd absolutely love to come back next year. So there we go. Excuse my slight indigestion because of KFC, McDonald's and Popeyes all in one I had. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll finish off this vlog on my awards, because now I'm a judge. I sit like that. And have a look at Gary's channel, Gary Vapes. You lot take care. See you in the next video. I'll go downstairs and outside and down over the back for a vape because I can't vape in this hotel.